Okay, just gotta make sure we're recording. And there's the red light. Alright, excellent. So let me let you know that this session is being recorded. All the footage is strictly for research and for research purposes only. Do you consent to being recorded? And do you consent to being a participant in this study? Thank you very much. That's just the boilerplate stuff that the lawyers make us say. Yeah. Well, hi. I can finally say hello. Hi. It's great to be working with you today. Yeah, I know. We tend to leave our participants a little bit in the dark about what the study is about. So let me just say thank you. We have been really struggling to find people with your profile. And you kind of hit all the boxes we need in terms of the study. It's not very long, so it's literally just going to be one night of sleep. Yes, I'm going to ask you a series of really boring questions. You've actually done a few questionnaires earlier. It's basically all the same questions. We just need to get you to verbally say them now. I know, it's a lot of redundancy. But that's science. Science is full of redundancy. And, double checking, triple checking, all that kind of good stuff. Yes. I wish I could. No, I can't tell you exactly what we are looking for or what we're studying, because it will affect the outcome of the test. Yeah, the sheer act of basically trying to observe it will affect the outcome. So we're trying to mitigate as many, externalities as possible. That's the goal. So let me just go through the paperwork really quickly. Yes. Are you comfy, by the way? I know the chair is surprisingly comfortable. It's crazy that so it reclines when you need to go to sleep. It'll basically just recline back slightly. Your feet will come up, and you should be able to fall asleep perfectly fine in there. Yeah. It's like a memory foam fabric. It's really nice. I've been shocked by how comfortable the chair is. I don't actually qualify for the test, so I sat in the chair a lot. You are my first, actually. Yeah, I haven't had the chance to basically proctor the test yet. I've been behind the glass. See that big. That's not a mirror. No, it's the control room. That's where we got all your data, your biometrics, all that stuff. That's gonna be sent there, and then it's gonna get analyzed. Yeah, and in real time, which is really impressive. That's really crazy what we're. Well, tomorrow during the debriefing, you'll get to walk behind the scenes and see everything. Yeah. And we can tell you what we're studying and all that kind of good stuff. Yeah, that's the best part for me. I think the debriefing is my favorite part. We've had 4 participants before you so far. Yes. Well, there's no real success. There's no real metric for that, but it went well. It did go well. So, anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. You're just so easy to talk to. Let's see. Okay. Alright. Yeah, let's go. Okay. Yeah. No, I'm just making sure I have all the forms I need. Because once you're asleep, I won't be able to wake you up and ask. So I'm just making sure all of it's here now, so I don't have to bother you. Yeah. Okay. So I don't know if you remember the questions. We're not going to do all of them. We're only going to. There's a select sample of the questions that you have to answer verbally. Yeah. So the easiest one is going to be the one at the top. What is your full legal name? All right. Yeah, middle name, everything. Okay. All right, perfect. And do you have any nicknames or pet names or names that someone? Yeah, just any name that you've been necessarily called. I guess a little bit more specific than that. Yeah, if you have one, that's perfect. If you don't, that's totally fine too. Okay. Yeah, if any of these answers are non-applicable, or yeah, you can just say not applicable or that doesn't apply to me or anything, and then I'll just basically write that down. Yeah, it's totally fine if that's the case. All right. Date of birth. Okay. And how old would you say you are? It's not a trick question. All right. I wish I could tell you. I really wish I could. I'm sorry. You just have to answer the questions to the best of your ability. All right. All right. Location of birth, if you know. Oh wow. Okay. And do you know the time? Okay. Elementary school. All right. Yeah, if you remember the full name, that'd be perfect. Okay, great. Middle school, or yeah, like follow-up education, middle school, high school. Yeah, secondary school, basically. Okay. And then college or higher education, if applicable. Okay. Okay. The name of your first pet. Okay. The make and model of your first car. Yeah, no, that would totally count, yeah. Okay. Name of childhood best friend. You don't have to, if you don't remember the full name, that's totally fine. Just, I know, it does feel like we're building quite the profile on you, but it is important. Yeah, all these tiny little details, they really matter. It'll make more sense tomorrow after the debriefing. I promise. I promise. Okay, so we're now moving on to the next section of questions. They're going to be more short answer, so feel free to use as many words as you like to describe or explain the answer to the question, all right? All right. Let's start with an easy one. Happiest memory. Okay. Yeah, no, you can keep going. Okay. Alright. Alright. No, that's perfect. That's perfect. What was your childhood dream? Yeah, I mean, it could be anything, really. Just something that you dreamed for yourself in childhood that you'd want in adulthood. Yeah, like it could be profession related, it could be aspirational. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's perfect. No, that's a great one. Okay. What did you want to be when you grew up? Yeah, this one's more profession oriented. Okay. No, yeah, that's great. Alright. What is your biggest fear? Yeah, your current biggest fear. Alright. If it's more than one, you can, yeah, up to 3, I would say. And then 3, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Listen, I have a thing against spiders, so yeah, don't feel bad. And then what was your childhood biggest fear? Yeah, sometimes they're the same, but sometimes they're different. Alright. What do you believe to be your life aspiration? Like a goal or something that, but yeah, speaking from your current point of view. Yeah, it could be anything. Yeah, like think like Sims, like the yeah, exactly. Okay. Yeah, no, that's a very common one. That yeah, most people want that. Um, and then I guess the follow up is, do you think you'll achieve it in this life? Okay. If you could change one thing about your life, what would that thing be? It could be retroactive, but I would like you to think proactively if possible. Yeah, something that is in the future that you would like to be different, hopefully. Yeah, not an event in the past. We will do that, but for now, think future. Alright. Excellent. Yeah, and now we can do one for the past as well. It's crazy how quickly people come up with the past one. Yeah, we all have things we'd like to change. Alright, that... Yeah, there's one more before we finish off. I would like you to think about the proactive one. Yeah, whatever that proactive thing you want to change in the future is. Can you just keep that in the back of your head for me? Yeah. I'm glad it's a positive thing too. It's all about, like, if it's a positive thought, like, it's, you know, if it's framed positively, it's better than if it's framed negatively. If that makes sense. Yeah, so try to frame this idea in a positive light in your head. I know, it's hard to yeah, exactly like that. And just think about that. Just let it sit in your head. This positive change, yeah. Alright, great. So now I gotta stick some electrodes on you. Yeah, they are not that bad. I promise. I've had them stuck to myself many times. They'll feel like nothing after, like, literally a minute. So I'm gonna have to do one on your forehead, 2 on your temples, 1 on each side, and then I'm gonna have to do your inner hand, basically your wrists, and then I'm gonna have to do 2 on your chest, and that's it. And then we have a little alligator. See right here? Yeah, he just goes on your finger. This little alligator, this white alligator. He just goes on your finger, and if he's red, he's just doing your pulse. He doesn't hurt, I promise. There are no needles. There's nothing sharp. There's nothing painful. I promise you. I hate needles. I'm afraid of needles. That's one of my fears. So I promise I'll never subject you to any needles. All right? Okay. So let me first, let me do your forehead first. So let me push your hair back. There you go. All right. So let me get the alcohol swab. It's just so we get some clean contact. There we go. And then there it is. Nice and stuck. Alright, let me do your temples now. This actually I have a lot of practice at. Yeah, believe it or not. Because I was at tech first before I got this research role. Yeah. Alright, right here. Let me put that one right there. Beautiful. And then on the other side. Alright, how's that feel? Feel okay? Alright, yeah, just move your head. Alright, yeah, I know, it is, it does take a little bit to get used to, but I promise you'll be able to fall asleep with it. Yeah. Alright, let me do your wrist really quickly. So let me have your hand. Thank you. Let me alcohol wipe right there. Alright, perfect. So I'm just going to be putting the sensor about 3 fingers below the base of your hand. Yeah, right there on your wrist. There we go. That's one hand done. Yeah. You should be able to move your hand basically pretty freely. It shouldn't tug or pull too badly. Yeah, alright, let me get your other hand now. Thank you. Wow, I really love your nail polish. Yeah, it's cute. There we go. almost done. And there you are. Yeah. Last but not least, we have to do 2 chest sensors. So let me, right here and right here. So let me alcohol wipe really quickly. There we go. And there's the first sensor. And there's the second one. There we go. Yeah, so it's going to give a suite of data. So basically EKG, we have pulse, we have perspiration. There's a bunch of them we're getting. Yeah. Speaking of which, let me get give me, which is your dominant hand? Perfect. I will use your non-dominant hand. Thank you. And I'm going to put this right here on your index finger. There we go. I know it looks scarier than it is, but it's all soft inside. There it is. Perfect. All right, so you can lay back. All right. Let me recline the chair. It takes a second. There we go. And you are fully reclined. All right. Let me give you the headphones. I'm not gonna put them on until I'm literally about to leave because you won't be able to hear anything through them. Yeah, it muffles everything. So, yeah, I'm gonna put on the headphones. You can hear a series of tones, in an escalating pattern, and then basically you should fall asleep after that. Yeah. I think it's pretty good. I've heard the tones. They're a little strange at first. They don't play for very long, but listen to the tones, and eventually you'll just nod off and fall asleep, and then I'll be the one to wake you up tomorrow morning, and we can debrief, and we can talk about what the study was about, and what the data we collected was, and all that kind of good stuff, right? Yeah. Also, don't forget, remember the positive, yes. Or keep thinking about whatever that was, that positive change. That's really important. Yeah, if you can just have that in the back of your head as you're falling asleep. Yeah. All right, great. Let me get the headphones. All right, let me put them on your head. There you go. All right, so I should be super muffled now. It's fine though. But yeah, try to get some sleep. As soon as I walk out, the tone will start playing, and just close your eyes, relax, and I'll get you in the morning. All right. Have a good night.